New month, new releases, let's talk about them. We have got a lot going on in the month of May. We already kicked it off on May 1st with the Mambacitas. The Kobe's dropped early access on sneakers. If you missed them, you missed a monumental pair of shoes, and they are fetching a huge bag right now. If you're watching this video as it goes live, you also know that we just had the Dunk Low Court Purples and a set of New Balances released. These New Balances have been weird. The 550s fetched us some lunch money. I think the 650s are going to do the same. Definitely not all in on the New Balances, but they have great quick flip potential for a little bit of profit. Court Purples were a good cop if you were able to get those on sneakers. Now let's get into the future releases. May 7th, we have the Jordan 9 Retro Chili Red. All red colorways always seem to pop off from Jordan brand. Not a ton of the Retro 9s fetch super high prices, but this pair should do pretty well. They're going to retail for $200. You can catch them on the sneakers app at 10 a.m. or you can try your luck on foot sites, so make sure you enter your raffles and hop online on release day. I think these are going to fetch $250 plus. That might be a local sale, but the apps are looking pretty good right now. May 11th, we've got the Retro 6 Midnight Navies. This should also be a somewhat easy cop. I don't see these fetching a ton of value, especially right after release date. They might be a long-term hold with a retail of $200 and fetching resale prices around $240, $250, $260. There's not going to be a lot of meat on the bone, especially whenever you consider shipping and fees. So I would recommend quick flipping these local or plan on them being a long-term hold. You're also going to find these on the foot sites and sneakers at 10 a.m. on release day. May 12th, we've got some Dunk Lows. Some of my sources are saying we're only getting women's. Some of my sources say we might get men's. Either way, we're getting a Dunk Low, and it's red and white. Retail is going to be $1 or $105, and resale is going to be pretty nice. If we do get the women's sizes, obviously the extended sizes are going to fetch a better resale value. Definitely think we're going to get about 200 plus on these. Keep an eye on your sneaker news pages. Keep an eye on my Instagram. I'm going to keep you guys updated on which one of those we're going to get, whether it be men's or women's. These will definitely be available on sneakers. May 13th, we've talked about these before. Who knows how many more times they're going to get pushed around with the release date, but let's just expect the Amam in year 2s on May 13th. We're hopping on Amam's site. They might do a raffle for these. Stay tuned to sneakers. Let's see if and when they upload these to the app. Retail should be $225. With how the 1s and the 3s have done, I think they're going to fetch a pretty good resale price. I don't see why these won't start out at the high 3s. The Amaz should definitely be a pair that stays on your radar. May 14th, we've got the Jordan 11 Low 72 and 10s. These almost didn't make my cut, but I had to throw them on there. We had a high version of these years ago, and they finally remastered them in a low version. These aren't going to have a ton of resale potential, at least not at first. Even the highs of these at first didn't do so great. They might take a long time to mature, but it is a clean colorway, super neutral, cool story behind the shoe. However, retail on these is $190, and I don't see these bringing much more than $220 right at the release date. I've always found 11 lows to do really well long term. I've held a lot of 11 lows and flipped them later on and made good profits. It just takes a while sometimes. So if you don't have the capital to be sitting on, I would probably stay away from these 11 lows. If you do want to cop, you're going to find them on sneakers and foot sites on release day. Next up, May 14th, we've got the women's Retro 3 Neapolitan. We should go for bigger sizes on these. Dudes are still going to squeeze their feet into the extended sizes. It's a pretty clean colorway. Kind of reminds me of a mix between a mocha and maybe a cement and maybe a ama, something like that. It's got more of like a neutral vintage look to it. It just sucks because even though they're women's, the retail is still high at $200, but I think we're fetching $260 plus on these bigger sizes. These definitely will be available on sneakers, just not too sure about which foot sites are going to be dropping them, if any at all. So stay tuned again to the IG and I will update you guys on that information. May 15th, we have little to no info on these shoes, even what sizes we're going to be getting. As of right now, it looks like it's going to be grade school only, but they are fire. The Jordan 6 washed denim. If they don't drop these in men's, now I know we've already had a denim 6 and it didn't do amazing, but this, they actually did the colorway right this time. If we only get them in GS, I'm hoping they're going to be extended sizes. Retail should be around $150, and I think they're going to do pretty well. It's hard to predict resale value on these because we don't have a lot of info. We don't know where they're dropping, how many pairs they're dropping, so be on standby about these 6s, but I think they're going to be a cop. May 21st, Love this release. We got the Jordan Retro 4 Military Blacks. We've seen the Military Blues in the past. Same color blocking, just black this time. These retail for $200 and they're going to fetch 300 plus all day. These have quick flip potential, hold potential, anything you want. These are going to do really well in my opinion. I don't think they're going to be a super hard cop. They're going to be kind of similar to what the Fire Red 4s were whenever I told everybody to cop as many pairs as they could, and they almost sat on shelves for a while. But look at them now. This is a clean neutral pair of 4s that you can wear with any fit. They're going to have a high demand. And last but not least, you've heard me talk about them before. May 25th is supposed to be our United States release date on the Air Jordan 1 Heritages. Red, black, and white color blocking on an OG 1 high. Yes, you should buy it. How the numbers are flopping right now, I honestly have no idea. The quality is good. They're super nice. I have them in hand now. Retail's $170. Resell's not the best. They're fetching a little bit more on eBay right now than they are on other apps. But if you want to get a head start on these, don't be afraid to cop them. You can check out a video that I already posted on the Heritages. I think they are a great investment. Yes, we have more releases this month that we can make money on. The ones I shared with you are just the ones that I firmly believe are going to be good and provide you with a return. We've got the Easter 5s dropping. They remind me way too much of the Khaled 5s that are coming out. They should have just scrapped the Easter ones and gave us the Khaleds. The green beans, I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this. The green bean 5s are scheduled to release in May, but we just got the jades. And the way that the green beans age, the sole's yellow so easily, and even the upper on the past ones have kind of faded, and they look kind of like the jades whenever they age. I don't know. I've never been a fan of the green beans. For Jordan Brand to re-release them to us is cool, but not my favorite re-release to see on the calendar. Jordan 1 stashes, really cool concept. Just don't know that the resale value is going to be there. Maybe a cop for personal just to wear something different. Storage on the shoes is kind of cool as long as they're not too bulky. I'm seeing rumors about a Jordan 1 OG High Stage Haze. Not a lot of info on those yet. Stay tuned for those. It's a Jordan 1 OG High Neutral. Should bring a good resale value. And of course, we're going to have several colorways of Easy Slides releasing sometime in the middle of the month. Slides are a tough cop. If you can find somebody that can run slots for you, do it. They're super low cost. They have a good return. If you manage to get any pairs for or close to retail, it's a dub. If I'm putting my money in one specific area this month, I'm not missing out on the Retro 4 Military Blacks, and I'm not missing out on the Heritages. If I'm able to cop some Amam Years or some Yeezy Slides, I'm stoked about it. I gave you guys 10 shoes that we should be making money on this month. So don't sleep on these releases. Make sure you stay up to date with your sneaker news pages and my Instagram. The handle is the same at AllABSneakers. I will post updates about the releases there. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below or shoot me a DM on IG. All month of May, we eatin', let's go. Make sure you don't forget this is all about sneakers.